Oh yes, it's all yes, right, my right. Let's take a part. Yeah, दिखाई ना मैं कहाँ दिखाई
16.3 પંકજભાઈની આ 50મી વર્ષગાંઠ ઉજવાઈ રહી હતી. અનફોર્ચ્યુનેટલી સાઉન્ડ આવ્યો નથી. બધું પિસ્તોલ જ ના મળી.
नार नवेली गोरी गोरी ग्वाल नकी छोरी चली चोरी चोरी मुख मोरी मोरी मुस्काए अलबेली शंकरी गली में मारी कंकरी कन्हैया ने पकड़ी बाह और की अट खेली भरी पिचकारी मारी बोली परी हारी बोली
No more. Back. All right. Good. Hello. All right. Good. All right. Good. Between the car. Hello. Hey. Thank you. Good. All right. Hello. Hi. The Diamond Bar Group. Hello, Sachin. Hi. Hello, sir. Kishore. Kishore.
Hello.
Hello. How are you? Wait. Take a picture. This is Jadia's son. The hairs are good. Good. એમને બરાબર ઓડીનો પર લઈ લે છલ્લો. That's good. All right.
તમારે જોઈએ છે
Oh, no, come on. Hi, Charlene. Hi, Purvi. Hello, Charlene and Purvi. Abaji. Awesome. Good. Hi. All right, Mani. Hi, Sonal.
I used to have my glasses here.
Come on, go. Do it. Yes, Sumi. Yes, Sumi. Oh, Jigar, you good. Good color. Jigar. Hey, I am into a market.
अब बिना तुम उधर खिलाया जब सबको
Very good. Good. Alright. Good, very good.
तू छुपी है कहाँ
Ya gitaran खूबसूरत जेमरसा प्लीज राजू हल्का Terus goreng Ankit, Rasraj, ઠંડો છે જયેન્દ્ર. Don't fight. Hi, JEEGAR. Good, you have fun? Okay, you come alone or what? Yeah. Testing 1, 2, 3, testing 1, 2, 3. This is Tamdil home in 1994. Visit with mommy and Holi's parents and the family. Huh? Yeah.
To my friend, yeah?
You talking to your friend?
Hey, it's so good to get up. So give me a high five. Come on. Come on this side. Abaj okay. Abaj okay. High five. Come on. Alright. Right here, low five. Come on.
Come on, let's go with the fun.
Alright.
ભાઈ નાકની સાફ કરતો પછી આવે છે આપણા તારો એની સાથે તું
Hey, Cookie, come here.
કેમ છો બોલો બોલો બાજુ જરા કા તમારી મૂવી પડેલ છે 4-5 વર્ષની જૂની પેલી ભરોડા વાળી
Oh, yeah.
એવું થિંગ
6 વર્ષ થયા છે.
6 વર્ષ
સાથે વાળી. અચ્છા આવ્યા હતા ને ત્યાં બરોડા
ભરોડા આવે ને દેખો
અમે ત્યાંથી પાછા હોય નહીં એમ બોલો 10 મિનિટ પછી તમે પાછા આવ્યા
વિધાઉટ મેસેજ હોય એટલે ખ્યાલ ના હોય કે અમેરિકા વાળો માણસ બરોડામાં
એ બોર્ડ જોતા જોતા જતા હતા
Yeah, we look at English last time, probably. Indian.
Thank you.
રાહુલ બોલો
Hello?
હેલો વાત કરો
Hi, Ishan.
Yeah.
બોલો
Ishan pun kira.
Come on, look at
Hi,
that.
Ishan.
Look here.
કેમકે હમણાં she's going to school એટલે એના mother-in-law બરોડા ગયા ને so for few months કેમ કે electrocardiogram she's going to school for daddy
Hi.
એટલે till it's done
How are you doing?
she has study go to school ને પછી
You got a new haircut?
ને business માં પછી help કરવા જાય
રાહુલ બોલો હેલો
પછી એમના mother કહે કે I'll take
જો,
you have
કાકા video ઉતારો, જો. કાકાને કહો, hello.
કરા લોકો જશે
Come on, sir. Where are you?
Say hi.
In the meantime, Pati just say, no, it should be like around. કેટલા વર્ષનો કરે? આમ જોવા જાવ તો 1.5 વર્ષનો છે. આમ બહાર like તમે community school માં જાઓ તો it's like for 2 years.
પણ આમાં private fees વધારે લે એટલે અમુક prerequisites તમને કેમ કે she has a bachelor's degree from India ને એટલે પછી એ લોકો like major પૈસા લઈને
No, beta.
but it's accredited એટલે you know you don't have problem પણ પછી તમારે externship cardiologist internist કોઈને ત્યાં કરવી પડે that all is extra before you can start work
Now somebody did. પછી I'll do my part.
અને પાણી ગળાઈને પછી ઉકા ખા સ્મેલ થી just while doing
It's like take it away from me. I give it up in the bike. અચ્છા.
અને પછી આ કરી જાય એટલે પોતે ઊંઘી જાય ને પછી કાંડિયા ઉપર કરી દે કે ઓકે
બાપુજીની ભજન પછીના દિવસની મૂવી કરીને લઈ રહ્યો છું.
This is the living room area. The sitting area. This is a formal dining area. This is a front door, entrance door. આટલું જોઈ લો. એમાં બોલો. આ પિક્ચર સિબાલીએ આપ્યું છે. Similarly, Sibali attended by sister.
Oscar.
This is the going stairs, going upstairs. And this is the frame I got it from Surat with Lalaji. And 12 years ago. This is my China cabinet. This phone I got it from Mexico. This is the frame and top of our entrance area.
This is our entrance area. બસલે જતો બસશે. This is our formal dining table. And a permanent
polish.
Brass polish करा रहा है लता आकाश
Jigar, when he was 8 years old, he took the classes of the art class.
જીગરે આર્ટ ક્લાસમાં આ પિક્ચર બનાવ્યું છે એ 8 વર્ષનો હતો.
This is a 3-dimension paper tall pictures. He made it by himself and he got a prize for this one also. This is also Jigar made it at the same time. This is another picture Jigar made it. This one is a pencil drawing. He has made it and he got first prize in his county fair.
એમાં બોલું જવાબ નહીં આવે ભાઈ.
What Jigar got it from the school and the sports and other classes. These are some of the collection we have.
જીગરને બેઝબોલનો પ્રાઇઝ મળ્યો છે પેલો બોલ છે. ટેનિસમાં એને પાસ મળે તેનું પિક્ચર છે. ભાઈ ચાલુ થઈ ગયું તારે. આ જીગર એના ફોટા છે. This is our guest room. બાજુમાં મોટા બાપા અને મોટા માનો ફોટો છે. આ જીગર વર્ષનો હતો તે વખતનો ફોટો છે. નીચે દાદાજીનો ફોટો છે. અને can zoom to આખું we can complete આખું. બાજુ આ બાર ટેબલ ટેનિસનું ટેબલ છે અને પેટ્યો રૂમ છે.
This is the sofa cum bed.
This is sofa cum bed. આટલું જોવા બોલું.
My kitchen area. Breakfast table. We take my dinner every day. This is the microwave oven. This is my sink area. And this is my stove. Next to that one is the refrigerator. This is my telephone area. And you see again going towards front door. This is my bar area. Top of the bar we have some of the collection. I usually put it down. Family room. We sit here. This is the fireplace. One by after the day. Jigar was 6-7 months old. અંજલિ મામી આફ્રિકાથી મોકલી આપી છે. This one Raja got it with Shivali from Bombay. This one Vanna has given to Jigar. And this one also Jali Mami.
Mama from Durban.
The fireplace and the sitting area. Hello?
Car collection, old the car. Some of the dolls collection.
This is our one we have. We have two ovens in our house. We go to formal dining area and living area. And bottles. My backyard from the family room area. Outside you can see the patio. And this is a jacuzzi with a waterfall. Right now we are not using it much. You can see Kiara, Krishna Tulsi and Ram Tulsi. And you can see from my backyard there's a highway, cars are running, going the 57 north and south. And the side of the house area. In the winter time we can see all the way on a big mountain. There's the snow. Right now we don't get the snow. All dishes and everything, and watch my view and sunset in the afternoon time. And you can see again there is all 57, the highways are going, and the mountain and the backyard. This Sonal's picture when I left her when she was 10 years old, 8-10 years old. This is during her Alona Vrat. I can see her every day. This is the rung of this dreamer. This is the frame by coming up in the stairs from downstairs. You can see all the area downstairs from.
This is a view from upstairs to the downstairs for the main sitting room and guest divan khan.
You can see in the front yard area also from top. The road is going down, and these are the palm trees. This is the entrance, you can see it from the top. Telescope we have for JEEGAR. Right now we are not using it. Closet. All his clothes. The shower and toilet.
That was Raja's bedroom or wardrobe.
Here we have.
This is a master bedroom with the
Bed in the bedroom area. We have
this room is displayed more used by JEEGAR.
in this bedroom. The backyard from here.
Seen from the bedroom to the backyard. is a puja area.
This is one extra bed. This is a JEEGAR, actually JEEGAR's room. This is his computer and his study things over here. And this is Dadaji's and Avani's picture. This is his school picture. When he went to Washington DC, JEEGAR is on this side. Second from right. When he was in 7th grade.
This is JEEGAR.
This is a result of him.
His last recent picture.
This is printer and his computer things. These are his awards and game picture where he was playing soccer. This is a soccer picture. This is the team. He's on second on the right side. This formal dining area. Okay. Then we're going to next one is another bathroom with a shower and everything. This is our office room area.
This is Raju's study room and office area,
Nails.
office work area. We are using this bedroom, and this is from my coming out from the bedroom. I have all these three pictures, Divya, Meena and Sonal's. I can see them every day. This is Italian made one table, it converting to office table. And these are the card I received during this father expired during the time. And these are the another This is the picture you have all sent me. Before Sonal expired, he went to Saputara. That I have kept it here so I can see everybody. This is Yasundra's picture, Lalaki and Musha. picture, Babu Pujay picture, Divya's and Chandra's picture. This is Babu Kaka and Kaki and Babu Pujay. This is all my other extra clothes. This is my dressing table. The closet. This window is going to my front area, and this is a bed. This is a bottom. All drawers we can keep our extra things. I can see my backyard from my bedroom. The back side of there. And the sunset I can see from here. Outside my front yard, guys are coming out from the door. I have this security system outside the door, so we can punch our number and activate the security. This is across the street house, and the street is coming, and the car going now.
This is Board of Medical Alumni meeting.
I didn't invite you. All are invited.
Good. Very good.
So which project are we have?
Dosa, idli dosa. Okay, dosa project first.
Okay, that's
Dilip, you have to go at 5:30?
Well, I'll see.
Okay, so we are not, we're coming after the
I got a
convention.
band, so I'd like to finish as early as possible, yeah.
I got my motorhome, so
6 o'clock.
No, wait a minute, yeah. Okay, what, yes, 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 yes.
I think quarter
Yeah,
6 is all right.
Yeah, okay, all
We
right.
all can go
Yeah,
together.
all right. If the time is 3:45, we are going to devote at least half an hour. We'll see, depending upon, but please keep your discussion to the point and short, and considering, other people have to talk also. And in that, and again, I want to remind that one person as far as possible, unless you have really something very, very urgent to tell, no, please do not interrupt, and that way we can try to have everybody's input. Because one of the complaints I hear is that everybody is not having enough input. And I think the only way we can have it is if people are allowed to talk. And that's the way I think we should try to conduct business. So I just want to remind that. With that,
તારી પિક્ચર પાડું છું તારી ફિલ્મ પાડું છું This is our India trip organizer, Hemaben. Hindu, sorry. Our trip organizer.
Satish, direction આપો કે હું નહોતો હસીને direction આપી તો બીજી ફેરી આવ્યો ફૂડ direction આપી I don't know how is he
and you can do the same thing. It is on the way to, nearly on the way to the Pittsburgh campus. Oh yeah, we have a lot of cameras around.
Zujitubai and Bharti Babi, Zanji.
પ્રદીપ મહેતા આપણે સતીશ શાહ from the secretary Kamlesh Desai, Sanjay Shah, Sanjay Shah is the bylaws committee chairman. He is Satish brother. Then we have Ajit Desai from New York State. Sanjay is from Ohio, right? Vipul and Suhas, they are from the same state, Kentucky. Yeah.
I hope we don't hold that against us.
And then we have Velji from Velji Kansala from Detroit. And then we have got Bhupi Patel and Indira, they are from New York. Okay.
How are you, Vrindavan?
All right. સુરતના ત્રિવેદી. ભરતભાઈ. ભાઈ બાર. ખાતર ભાઈ. Batch of what? Hey batch, Bombay. Bombay.
રિમોટ કંટ્રોલ સુઠોડા બાબા જોરના જોરમાં બરાબર જોરમાં તો કલવા બર કરી જગે હા છાપરી 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 આગળ પેલો લીટમેન્ટ રાખતો ને લીટમેન્ટ રાખીને ફરે ફોટા જેવા
જોરમાં બોલો છો જયેન્દ્ર વખાણ કરજો હા જયેન્દ્ર કરવું જ પડે ને યાર પછી આ ઉંમરે ઘણી કમ્પ્લેન થાય
We have several people whom you know very well. The farthest distance, I think gets their first credit. Here is Sadisha. Sadisha, would you stand please? All the way from Borough Medical College Convention. We are going to have a convention meeting in 1996. And he is a convention chairman and he is spending every hour of his time every day. And we are very happy to have him today over here. Now his brother, who is a bylaws committee chairman, everybody knows that, Sanjay. Now Sanjay is not from India. But you introduce the people from outside California, everybody in California knows everybody. We have our founding father, President. Dover, Ohio. Dover, Ohio? Okay, yeah. Now, I have never seen anybody like Madhu Parikh in my life before. Madhu Parikh.
You've taken good lessons though.
Now, Madhu Parikh he is not a plastic surgeon. He is not a vice president or president-elect of Borough Medical College Alumni Association. He would be president in 1996 of Borough Medical College in California. Whom to invite in California? I don't know the people. He said, call Peter Matthew. He called Raj Dutt. Call this, call this. I said, Madhu, how do you know these people? So Madhu is everywhere. We have pediatrics, chairman of the Department of Pediatrics. In, we have other, Congress is the secretary. President doesn't work, secretary works. So he is a very hardworking man.
That's why President left.
President elect, yeah, that's right. We have Bhupi Patel from him about many months ago. I have been told many things about him, but he is an outstanding worker he's from Borough Medical College, but he's an outstanding worker in New York. So if you want to get anything done in New York, call Bhupi. Bhupi, Shashi and Jatin. They can get your work done. Now, No, we have honorary life membership. We are very so proud to arrange a palace from Philadelphia. Ajit is hematologist, and now we have too many urologists today. I know. If you go on the left side,
looking at the number of and the kind of people you have invited, you needed those kind of
I know. That reminds me, the restroom is straight on your left. Mother-in-law who is what? We have Sura. Hey, that made my day. I'm glad you are here. We have Arun Shah. He is, I gave him direction how to come here. But he's on his way here. While we are sitting here, we'll have mango ice. Right there. Now what Kanu says is true. Now next time is the 1996 convention in BJ Medical College. Do we have... Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Neera. Happy birthday to you.
from long distance from India. Dear Satish Bhai and all our friends. If Satish Bhai would not have been there, I think a lot of us would not have come to America. He is one of the first few Indians I have seen who has come to America so many years ago in 60s, and he graduated. Satish Bhai has done a wonderful job, but what we are here today, that a lot of us had decided that a lot of work which is being done, political, non-political and other things in America is done by the Gujarati community. And also we have not got the Indian people who are in America. Now remember one thing, most of us are now American citizens, including me. Primarily our basic idea is to have something good for America. At the same time, something good for our ethnic origin, which is India. So we have dual purpose. The area where you belong is going to be your representative in future if he gets elected, and I think he will. And let's meet the first Indian American to be in the Congress of the United States.
Okay? If we had our own Congress people in Congress, they could have made a lot of noise and got more money. It is time, sometimes we don't get involved. We don't get involved because we are doing well, we become apathetic, we don't think about the others. It is time, it's not for Peter Matthews or for Neil Dillon, it's for the future generation of Indians, Americans here. Look at your children, becoming lawyers, becoming doctors, becoming engineers. We need to give the children a chance to say, hey, it can be done.
To arrange my meeting here with you folks. It's a real pleasure to be in the house right here with such fine people who have been given public service of their lives to the country and the community. Because I firmly believe that doctors, most of you go into medicine because you truly care about people. That's the real reason you're in there. I know that there's a fairly good compensation and salary sometimes associated with it, but that comes secondary to most of you. And that's really why I'm going into politics, is because I care about people. In fact, this is how we can try to help unite people. The Berlin Wall needed to come down. The divisions between poor people and rich people, between the Western nations and the third world countries like India, where we come from, looking at problems of development in the third world. Those things are very important to them. I hope I'm not boring too many of you, because I understand that you folks are interested in healthcare issues particularly. And I'll talk about it in just a second. But you have to know where I'm coming from, why I'm running.
Where are you?
કેમ છે?
મજામાં છે.
મજામાં છે? Good.
Why you hurt?
બહુ નરાય. કઢી ગરમ છે, છાણી કરો.
Hi, Dork.
Sumit,
Come on.
better.
Yes.
Mr. Diamond Bar, Mr.
No,
Miss Diamond Bar and
Miss.
This is at the MinSolona Bch Condo, Hamilton, Sachi, in 1994. Visit.
Miss Diamond Bar, I know it.
Nobody, you want it.
Okay, this wall. Now turn.
It is nothing. Indian Miss Universe. I will be no. I told you I wanted to work.
Ocean view from the home.
Meenakshi and Bhat home. We celebrated May's birthday, especially Lata and also the Lapsiwala, and all friends of LA and Orange County. His love sister.
Happy birthday, big guy. This does not make
Don't get too hot.
There's a man on the camera.
Oh no, it doesn't harm me.
HK is riding. HK is riding. Keep quiet. At your age, this does not make difference. He got excited. The heart.
Alright. Alright, that's okay. Chalo, kore jao. Chalo, kanu bhai.
Happy birthday बोलता जाओ.
Happy birthday. Hi, auntie. That was Swapnil. I know, we both.
Yeah, right.
Alright. This is 1994 Webb's graduation and JEEGAR's graduation from the high school.
California, and to welcome you all. Professor Martin M. Chemers is currently Henry R. Kravis Professor of Leadership and Organizational Psychology and Director of the Kravis Institute of Leadership at Claremont McKenna College. Since receiving his PhD in social psychology from the University of Illinois at Urbana in 1968, he has taught at the universities of Delaware, Washington, and Utah, where he was chair of psychology. Professor Chemers is an active researcher who has published extensively in the area of leadership and organizational effectiveness. His most recent book, published in 1993, is Leadership Theory and Research, Perspectives and Directions. He is currently at work on his 7th book on leadership. He has also consulted widely on leadership and organizational practices. Some of his clients include the United States Bureau of Mines, the Council for the Advancement and Support of Education, the Civil Service Training Commission of Thailand, and the United States Olympic Ski Team. Professor Chemers has also won several awards for outstanding teaching. Please join me in welcoming Professor Martin M. Chemers.
Thank you, Dean Holdridge. Mr. Rosedale, trustees, faculty, parents, friends, and graduates. I'm very pleased to be here in this beautiful, beautiful campus. I actually live just about a mile up the road from the school, and each time that I've passed the entrance to the Webb Canyon, I've wondered about what the nature of this campus was, and I'm pleased to say that I'm not disappointed in any way. You have a physical setting to match the fine academic reputation of the Webb School. I'm especially gratified to be invited here to speak to you on this occasion of satisfaction and fulfillment for past anticipation, the fairly abrupt change in their status that is about to take place. Both those who are going on to college and those who may go on to other things must sense that their youth is now behind them. Indeed, you graduates are entering an adult world filled with greater demands, but also with exciting possibilities. Those of us who have been in that adult world a while longer than you, like your parents and your teachers and myself, look forward to your adulthood with great hope and promise, both for you and for us. As trite as it may sound, you young people are the leaders of tomorrow's society and represent our hope for the future. Your excellent accomplishments so far give us confidence that our world will be placed in good hands, that you will come to your tasks with vigor and intelligence. At Claremont McKenna College, where I teach, we refer to the student body as leaders in the making. That is as much our collective prayer as it is public relations or fundraising slogan. Some years ago, the country singer Willie Nelson had a song entitled, "My Heroes Have Always Been Cowboys." That may have been true for Willie, but what it is, where it comes from, and what it might mean for the graduates assembled here. Those of us who have had an opportunity to observe the nature of society and the organizations that sustain society have come to recognize the critical resources to accomplish greater goals. All human organizations, from our ancestral hunting and gathering bands to today's modern corporations, have sought to recognize the most capable persons in their midst and to elevate them to positions of competence and responsibility. We seek great leaders to help us do great things. So it is reasonable to ask, what makes a great leader? What allows some people, a George Washington, Susan B. Anthony, or Martin Luther King Jr., to have such a powerful impact on those around them? First, it is important to recognize that leadership is a relationship of social influence in which one person is able to enlist the help and support of others in reaching an objective. Because leadership is based on a relationship, the essence of leadership is trust. Without followers, there could be no leaders. So for every great leader, there must be many loyal and committed followers. But following is somewhat problematic for Americans. We are very independent people. Cross-cultural research indicates that Americans are the most individualistic people in the world. We like to do our own thing, to seek our own goals and accomplishments. Giving up our autonomy to follow another person involves a cost for us. Thus, we are likely to follow only those that we hold to be credible as leaders. Our leaders must be individuals in helping us to reach our goals. After all, there's not much point in giving up one's freedom to follow someone else who is no better than you are at helping you to get where you want to go. So trust is called forth both by honesty and character and by capability and effectiveness. That brings us back to a familiar question. What makes a leader effective? To be effective, a leader must accomplish three functions. First, the leader must be able to fulfill the image of a leader. He or she must look and act like a leader. A potential leader must evidence the traits and characteristics that we associate with leadership, such as being intelligent, straightforward. Think of the vision that his ideas represented for an oppressed people. They were called to action not just to help themselves, nor even to help their race, but rather to restore the essence of democracy, to put America back on a moral course. That, my friends, is what we call a charismatic vision. The second function of leadership is relationship development. An effective leader must be able to develop a personal relationship with followers that is motivating and encourages followers to give their energies and attention to the group's purposes, above and beyond their own selfish needs or desires. This aspect of leadership involves understanding the followers, knowing their needs and desires, and making it possible for those needs and desires to be realized within the context of collective effort toward the organization's goals. Finally, the effective leader must be able to analyze and understand the nature of the task or environment in which the group can be, in which the resources of the group can be applied efficiently and effectively. The renowned Chinese military genius Sun Tzu said that if a general knows his enemy as he knows himself, he will win 1,000 battles. Contemporary leaders must also understand the nature of the competitive environment and how different leadership strategies will affect the ability to be honest and sincere with a sense of purpose. They must make a positive impression on others. They must be sensitive and understanding of followers, as well as inspiring and motivational. And they must be astute observers of the environment, able to harness collective energies for mission accomplishment. That's a pretty tall order. What kind of people can pull it off? You may have wondered about the title of my presentation, Why Superheroes Wear Capes. You might have an inkling now that the superheroes I was referring to are the effective leaders of our groups and organizations. The type of leader that is able to transform a group of individuals into a committed, motivated, integrated team has to be more than a little heroic. A glance at Saturday morning television will tell you that the fascination with superheroes and superheroic figures has not changed much from when I was a youngster. I may have received my dose of superheroes in the comic books rather than on the TV screen, but the central essence of hero factors in the immediate environment that affect leadership confidence. In studies of leaders in business, military, and governmental organizations, we have found that confidence can also be the result of the fit between the person and the leadership situation. By fit, I mean the feeling the person has that who they are, their values, their skills, and their personal style are accepted and appropriate to the situation that they are in. Some of our work has shown, for example, that people who feel that they have a good fit with their jobs report greater confidence, less stress-related illness, and greater feelings of contribution and satisfaction. This issue of fit and comfort has especially important implications when we consider the changing nature of American organizations, particularly the increased presence of leaders who might be considered non-traditional. By non-traditional leaders, I mean people who, in the past, because of their gender or their race, have been denied opportunities to hold leadership positions. One such large group of non-traditional leaders is women. Minority group leaders, such as Latinos, Asians, African Americans, and new immigrants, also represent non-traditional leaders for organizations. A recent study of demographic changes in the American workforce reveals that the largest increase in organizational leaders in the next 10 years will actually come from these groups of people. One of the obstacles that such people face is that many Americans hold stereotypes about members of these groups, and the characteristics of those stereotypes are not fully consistent with our image of leaders. Women are often assumed to be more dependent than aggressive, more emotional, largely incompatible with the role expectations of an effective manager. In point of fact, an extensive body of research indicates that there are almost no differences in the leadership attitudes, behaviors, and styles of male and female managers. The differences, based on unsubstantiated assumptions, are largely mythical. But we all know the power of myth. When women or non-traditional managers are made to feel that they are unwelcome in an organization, or when they are constantly reminded of their status as women rather than as managers by an emphasis on physical or sexual features, they are robbed of their confidence. Performance data reveal that when women and minority group leaders work in a supportive environment, they're just as effective as their traditional counterparts. The United States and its organizations, both business and political, are engaged in an intense competition with other nations of the world. Our highly effective competitors of the 80s, such as Japan and Germany, are being joined in the 90s by others, such as Korea, Taiwan, Singapore, and many others. To be competitive, America simply cannot afford to waste any of its leadership talent. We must develop and utilize every potential leader. So graduates, what is my message to you? It is that each of you has the potential to be a leader and to contribute to the creation of a society of hope and promise. You don't have to be a Superman to be a hero. You just need to wear the cape of confidence. Confidence in yourself and confidence in others. Part of that confidence comes from recognizing your own worth and believing in yourself. Part of it also comes from hard work to develop for yourself the knowledge and skills that you will need to do a good job when given the opportunity. However, my charge to you goes beyond encouraging you to be confident in yourselves. I urge you to empower others by helping them to find confidence in themselves and by reinforcing the confidence they already have. You can do this by letting go of the stereotypes that you hold about other groups and instead judge the potential of each person as an individual. The United States has no lack of talent or creativity or leadership.
What I've been doing wrong. Harris Valedictory Prize, which is presented to that student each year who is, we're here yesterday for Webb School of California prize ceremony. You have no question but what Nathan Gehring is a valedictorian by virtue of mastery of not one but virtually every subject. And it's a great pleasure for me to introduce him to you and to present him with the valedictory prize.
Students, faculty, friends, parents, and most of all, the class of 1994, I gladly welcome you to this year's commencement. Today, I'm going to share with you just a little bit of my vision. All that I hope is that you will listen and take some of my message to heart and live a little better for the experience. Since is a re. Each day, we try to tap these stores of knowledge in order to understand the nature of life. The animal is indeed inside us. We will be forever bound to the earth. I cannot say that a human is not in any way superior to animals. We were indeed given a gift which raises us above brutes, and perhaps that entitles us to hold a certain power over other animals. However, does not a position of power preclude with it a greater responsibility? Do we not expect a man of great esteem and fortune to help those less fortunate than he? Does it not follow then that a man with his gift of a rational mind carry a greater responsibility to ensure the well-being of the planet for all his fellow creatures? I came upon this quote once and I thought it was pretty interesting. The animals shall not be measured by man. In a world older and more complete than ours, they move finished and complete, gifted with extensions of the senses we have lost or never attained, living by the voices we shall never hear. They are brethren. They are not underlings. They are other nations, caught with ourselves in a web of time. Nature is powerful, intricate, and far-reaching. However, she is extremely delicate. The extinction of one organism can destroy entire ecosystems, and deletion of one nucleotide in a DNA strand of billions can cause death. We, as creatures of the earth and fellow nations, are vitally interrelated, and the well-being of each species, just as the well-being of each nation, depends. Purity is the key, and what would be a better place to cleanse your being? You are alone, yet you are never alone. There are a tuft of grass as your pillow. Open your eyes and see the beauty. Open your ears and hear the song. Open your hand and feel the ground ooze beneath your fingers. Where else can you be more comfortable? How could you be lonely amongst so much beauty? Society seems to assert that nature is uncivilized, which in part may be true. Nature is not humane, nor human for that matter, but it holds more virtue than any society I have ever seen. Is not a beehive more efficient and organized than any organization you know? Who could praise diligence greater than that of the ant trying to drag a leaf 10 times his own weight back to the colony? A lioness holds as much devotion to her cubs as any mother. The elephant is strong, the hawk swift, the flower beautiful, and the dolphin smart. Nature is simply beautiful and beautifully simple. She works in wondrous form, maintaining a harmonious, balanced world, where each organism has its place in the great scheme of things. Her tools are classic: earth, air, fire, and water. With but these four tools, she carved canyons, raised mountains, watered the earth, and filled the lakes. She is perfect. Only we humans hinder such perfection. Perhaps we should learn something. The world is perfect for us if we were not so picky. There is so we will be fueled with an endless source of entertainment, enlightenment, and comfort. So, as you venture out into the world and keep it healthy for our children, or are we going to allow it to die, knowing that if nature dies, so do we? Partake in nature. It is a part of each one of us. Enjoy your gifts, for they are not cheap, and are the greatest gifts of all. Challenge your body. Challenge your mind. People are free, and I urge you to explore, discover, but let us never lose our playground. I will leave you with these words. They're in Latin for those classic scholars still amongst us, but don't worry, I will translate for the less fortunate. Latin isn't quite dead yet. Cum oculis vole, cum piscibus nata, cum lupus cana, cum equus cura, cum arbusa via, gaude quin formis terrae, et numquam tui dies perditum esse, deep run with the horses, dance with the trees in the gusty breeze, wander the meandering path, and rejoice in the beauty of the earth, and you will never say that your days were wasted. Thank you.
One of the cornerstones of the Webb tradition is the Vivian Webb Chapel, built many years ago by Webb's founder, Thomson Webb, with the very adobe upon which it stands. The chapel has been a haven for spiritual and intellectual nourishment for all students, and the slow trek up and down from the chapel has served as moments for meditation, reflection, and introspection. However, not without sore knees and painful ankles. Yes, it has been the observation of every aching student and faculty member that the final 50 yards of the steps down from the chapel were constructed perfectly wrong and clumsily. Remedy this inconvenience. With the assistance of our maintenance staff, the seniors contributed hours of labor to destroying the existing steps, pour the concrete, and trowel the surface.
Calls to the health center from errant skateboarders. That's a great project, Damien. I have to hand it to you. You got it done. Thank you. Stephen R. Longley Award. This award is presented for consistent and unflinching adherence to the highest standard of personal integrity and conduct, for being a true leader, for good spirit and good sportsmanship, for projecting to others deeply seated ethical and moral values. This year's Stephen R. Longley Award goes to Nathan Gehring. Just want to pause for a second on this, just to tell you something about this award, which is interesting. When the award was first established, 30 years, and so when Mr. Blackman's two sons and his daughter endowed this award in his name last year, they presented us with this beautiful cup, which you see here. And there had never been a trophy for this award before. And so they gave us actually 2 of the awards, and the other one to Damian Siebert. The Longley Award are decided by a vote of the faculty. It is not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how a strong man stumbled or where the doer of deeds could have done better. The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood, who strives valiantly, who knows the great enthusiasms, the great devotions, and spends himself in a worthy cause. The Dean's Award is presented to Duke Kwan. Members of the class of 19 were here, your teachers and your friends introduced you to the stars and challenged you to reach for them. If you take away nothing else than that from this school, you will have good lives and you will be good men. We are grateful for your wit, your hard work, and for those ineffable moments of affection, compassion, brotherhood, and manliness which you have brought to our days. Confident of your continuing success, we wish you well. Adios. Happy trails. It's now my honor to introduce the head of the Webb Schools, Susan A. Nelson.
Webb School of California, by conferring upon the class of 1994 its highest award, I think we would do well and right to also acknowledge and recognize some other people who have worked tirelessly, dreamed richly, and given without self-interest to secure the success of this class, the future of Webb School of California, and the promise the school holds for our nation and for the world, for their leadership and service. Second, I would like to recognize the parents of our graduates. You have supported the school in many ways over the last few years, most notably demonstrating your confidence in us by sharing your sons with us. Advising and implementing nearly all we do. They teach much more than the academic subjects in which they were trained. They educate our young men in the lessons of life about how to be, how to behave, about when to listen, when to observe, when to act, about what things are worthy of thought, time, and tolerance, and what things are not so worthy. They teach patience and love, faith and hope. is our custom at commencement, Teaching Award was founded and endowed by the affiliates in honor of Vivian Webb School's second headmistress, Jeannie Miller, to recognize an outstanding teacher who has served the schools and has been a versatile, conscientious, spirited contributor to the overall effectiveness of the school's programs and a loyal supporter of the school's mission. Through superior work as an advisor, dormitory resident, or leader of many successful weekend trips, many students have described this teacher as among the most truly dedicated. In the classroom, this teacher has enjoyed extraordinary success, not only with a gifted student, but with a struggling student, as the winner of the Jeannie Miller Excellence in Teaching Award. In Teaching Award to Dr. Don Lofgren.
He shall continue to advance in wisdom and stature and in favor with God and man. With the prayer that he shall shape his life by the pattern of service as given in Jesus. With the admonition that he write the truths of this book on the tablets of his memory, lovingly presented in the name of the Webb School of California. Now Mrs. Nelson will present the diploma.
Mrs. Nelson, Mr. Holdridge, faculty, students of the Webb Schools, family and friends, it's my pleasure to present to you this afternoon the Webb School of California's graduating class of 1994. Ramjit Singh Alawalia. William Devon Allen. Michael Chai. Ang Chen. Wesley Milton Dunn. Peter Michael Golich. Paul Thayer Illingwaters. Roger Goring. Ha. Jason Teal Hathaway. Charles Farad Cayenne Carnaby. Rajesh Dilip Kelakar. Richard Kim. Duke Lee Kwan. Marcelo Jesus Leonardi. Sean Patrick Meadows. Jonathan Martin Newkirk. Thomas Anders Price. JEEGAR Rajendra Rana. Trevor Mason Rose. Saper Sajad. Benjamin Eli Saltman. Bradford Gage Sargent. Damian R. Siebert. Stanley T. Tsai. Ladies and gentlemen, the class of 1994.
Please remain standing. We're going to finish up here. Ramsey L. Harris, who is with us today, a longtime master of the school who wrote the words to this song as well as the words and music to Honor Blue and Gold. Ecclesiastes.
Sean.